Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to teach you one of the best manifestation methods ever. So this is something I just noticed over time, and this happens to me. So basically, this is one of the easiest manifestation methods ever. All you have to do is just have an enemy, have two enemies, have three enemies, just have people who generally don't like you, and then you can actually transmute their energy into manifesting something for you. And I'm going to teach you how right now. Most of you do this without even knowing. Most of you do this the wrong way already, but here's what happens. So when people know that you have something good coming to you, they're going to use all their energy evil eyeing whatever is coming to you, and they're going to use their energy to weigh down the good opportunity that's coming to you. Yes. So basically, if you tell someone something that has not even happened to you yet, instead of for them shooting down the energy, they're actually just creating the energy for you, and that actually results in you having something manifested for you. This even works in the law of physics. I've studied this in detail. So basically, in their world, that's 100% real. If you ever, my tripod almost fell in the water. It's windy and I'm on the intercoastal, but basically you can have your enemies become your best friends. So how can you do this? And like people are like, oh, that's just lying. I'm like, it's manifestation. That's what it is. It's switching realities. It's hopping dimensions. And if you see me grabbing my tripod a few times, just ignore that. So basically, I'm not editing this out. I'm just gonna keep this in the video, but you're just gonna see how I naturally record. But in college, I did this. I had a friend of me in college who I sat next to. We were both taking organic chemistry. I sat next to that person. Throughout the whole semester, I was failing the class. Everyone was failing the class. My friend of me was failing the class. So basically what I did is every time I would get my exam, I would not show my friend of me the exam, but I would say, I passed the class. I barely made it, but I passed. And that was my second time retaking the class. Organic chemistry wasn't easy, especially I have dyslexia, so yeah, that kind of scrambled the mix. And when you're looking at organic molecules and you're just seeing them all over the place and you have dyslexia and they're just being mixed up anyway, it doesn't help. It's not helpful. So I told my friend of me, I'm not even gonna say if it's a male or female, I told him that, I told him, oops, I know. I told my friend of me that I passed the class, everything was good, I was doing well. And at the end of the semester, when I had nothing but failing grades, somehow I made the curve. The weirdest curve ever for an organic chemistry class, which I've never even seen before. I made the curve and I passed the class. He just fully manifested it for me, just because I know for a fact he went home every single day and hated on that energy and hated on that I actually did well, that I actually passed the class. He used so much of his energy manifesting it for me that his evil eye actually benefited me. Now, I have had classes, for example, where I have said, oh, I got the best grade in the class. And people evil-eyed me so hard that my professors went back and changed the grade to make the grade go down. Like, oh, yeah, that was an off grade anyway. Like, oh, yeah, there was an error in the question. And I've had people basically negatively manifest, use their energy to shoot down my grade just by telling them. So I stopped telling people when I actually have good grades in college, versus when I was barely making it in college, I would tell people just to have them manifest them passing it for me, and it worked every single time. It's actually very powerful. So you guys can do this. Most of you have negative people who have coworkers. Your coworkers are always evil eyeing you. It's not even the closest ones to you, even the ones you consider friends. Your coworkers will always evil eye you. That's just a thing. I mean, there's a rare occasion where you might have a coworker who does not evil eye you, but from what I've noticed, coworkers evil eye. That's just what happens. It always pops up that the coworker is the evil eye. Even family sometimes evil eyes you and they don't mean to. Evil eye is kind of built into us. I mean, just a lot of people are having a negative day, and when you tell them something good, when their day is just completely down, then they accidentally use their energy to shoot it down. It just happens. That's how the evil eye is sent off. No one voluntarily sends the evil, like, I am sending the evil eye today. No, that's not how the evil eye works. So basically, you can use their energy to manifest it for you. You can use the energy of just them believing it 100% exists, so instead of for shooting it down, for them to fully manifest it for you. I would like you guys to try it. I'll give you another example. My mother had she had someone that she was working with, and she said, yeah, I'm sorry, I have this person, basically this person wants to buy something for me, so I can't really make it that day, because she just made up an excuse because she knew the person wasn't really a good person, and then someone actually bought all of what she had and she sold out. So yeah, that's another example of the person was evil-eyeing it, and it didn't even exist yet, and she just fully manifested it for her. And my mother was surprised, and that's actually how I came up with this manifestation method, is because I figured that out. I figured out it's a constant thing that goes on that people don't even know exists. So in the law of physics, this applies because that's 100% of someone's reality, is that you have something good coming to you, and they don't have something good coming to them, or they don't have something good coming to them that they don't really notice, and it bothers them. So they use their energy, like they'll use all day long of like, oh, that person is getting a raise and I'm not getting a raise, and they'll think about, what am I not doing right to get a raise, why am I not getting, and then they'll use 100% of their energy to shoot down your raise. They'll shoot it down like, so, oh yeah, something happened, now you're not going to get the raise, or like there's been an adjustment in the system, versus you haven't even gotten the raise yet. They think you have the raise, and guess what, the boss walks in the office, you've got a raise, just because they were using their energy. This is a very simple technique, doesn't really need much else. Try it, it works 100% of the time. Most likely you'll forget about it, you'll forget whatever you just told someone. I suggest you write it down, because most of the time we forget it anyway. But they're gonna manifest it for you. You don't even need to manifest it. Your enemies will manifest for you. This is what this video is about. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment sections. If this is a complex topic for you, let me know so I can answer your questions. This is something I came up with on my own that works for me every single time, and it's not even lying. Just say, like, for example, if you don't want to go, like when I say I don't want to go on a date with someone, I'm like, yeah, I'm designing the newest, what do you call it? The newest necklace on my website, like that has not even existed yet, and then they'll use their energy to shoot it down, and I'll actually get an idea. I'm like, oh my god, that's the most beautiful necklace I've ever come up with, and it goes on my website just because they use their energy to, like, he's designing an evil, like he's designing an evil eye necklace or something like that, or just whatever. I mean, it's not lying. It's because they're just manifesting it for you just by trying to shoot it down with their energy involuntarily. So if that makes sense, let me know. If it doesn't, I can explain it to you more. There's a law in physics that my friend who actually has a physics major told me that this is 100% a thing in physics, and he explained it to me in detail. I forgot the exact laws. I'll come up with, I'll put them in the comments if you guys really want to know. Until then, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments. But until then, bye.